I'm Casey Carroll, and I'm so excited that you've joined me today for this chair yoga practice. It's going to be short and sweet and help you to connect with your mind, your breath, and your body. So I just want to go over a few things before we begin. The first is what to wear to a chair yoga class. And really, you can wear anything you want as long as you can move in it and it's comfortable. So you don't feel like you have to wear special yoga clothes or anything like that. And then the type of chair to look for is look for a chair with a back and then also without arms. If you don't have a chair without arms, that's fine. You can definitely use one with arms. And then if your chair has wheels, just make sure that the wheels are locked. And a lot of times during a yoga class, you might hear music played. And I just want to share that I've decided not to play music because I'm hoping that you take this class every day or very often. And in that case, feel free to play your own music that follows whatever mood you're in that particular day for the class. Just make sure that the volume is at a level where you can still hear my cues. You can also not have music during a class. And then the last thing I want to mention is just yoga, like any exercise program, definitely talk to your healthcare practitioner before beginning. We're going to start today in Tadasana or mountain pose. And if we were doing a yoga class with our mat, we would be standing at the top of our mat just like this. And in chair yoga, the seat looks like this. So make your way towards the middle front of your chair. Find a sturdy seat. Take two fists and put them in between your legs. Stack your knees over your ankles. Place your hands gently on your thighs. Have a long, tall spine. Go ahead and align your head, your heart, and your hips. Take a breath here. And I'm going to refer to this as center as well. I'll say come back to center or come back to Tadasana. This is center, this is Tadasana. If at any time you want to sit a posture out or take a rest, feel free to just come to Tadasana. And now if you'd like to, you can go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to take a few breaths together to get started. If you'd rather have your eyes open, you can come to a soft gaze or look down or do whatever is comfortable for you. I'm going to close my eyes. And now let's take 3 breaths together. So let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And continue at this pace on your own, just breathing in and out. If you'd like to soften your belly, you can do that. And just start to become aware of your breath and your body. Are you breathing fast or slow? Shallow or deep? And you might start to have sensations. You might have physical sensations or emotional sensations or even thoughts coming up. And you can just let them come up and then let them go away. Mariel Hemingway said that yoga teaches us how to listen to our bodies. So today we are going to be listening to our bodies. And sometimes the conversations that we might have with our bodies could be challenging because there are certain parts of our bodies that might be stiff, or there was an injury when we were in high school, or it could be anything. But I just encourage you today to just listen. And it's not good or bad. It's just communication. So no need to do anything, fix anything. Just be aware. And when you're ready, you can begin to flutter your eyes open, and we'll begin. To start to connect with our bodies, let's do some neck rolls. What you'll do is take your chin down to your chest and then begin to slowly roll your neck to the left. You can have your eyes open or closed. You might hear some cracks and pops like I am, and that's totally fine. Just take your time, and you don't have to make the circles too big. Just be gentle. And switch directions. Okay, next we're going to roll our wrists. So take both arms out in front of you and begin to roll. You might hear more cracks and pops. It's fine. Getting the body warmed up, waking it up, and switch directions. Remembering to breathe. That's great. Next, we'll warm up our ankles. So straighten your left leg out in front of you, flex your foot, and begin to make small circles. Again, remembering to breathe. And switch directions. Okay, and now let's go to the right foot. Stretched out in front of you, foot is flexed, and start your circles. I do a lot of reminders to breathe because I have to remind myself to breathe. I think we can all use that reminder. And not just in yoga class, but also in everyday life. And switch directions. Okay, great. So now let's warm up our shoulders. So to start, let's lift your shoulders as close to your ears as possible. And now bring them down as far as you can. And do this again with an inhale. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale your shoulders down. One more time. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale your shoulders down. And now on the next inhale, when you bring them up, go back and circle them towards the back of the room. And switch directions. Okay, and when you're ready, come back to center. Next, we're going to open up our chest and our back with cat-cow. And I'll demonstrate this first. I will sit sideways on my chair to show you. So we'll start with cow, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my chest to the sky and my chin, and I'm going to push my shoulders back and down. And then I'm going to come to cat, and I'm going to bend over, and I'm going to touch my chest as close to my chin as possible. And then back to cow, lifting my chest up, and cat, bending my back over. Okay, and we'll do that together. We'll do that a few times with our breath. So when you're ready, come to center, and we'll start with cow. So you're going to inhale your chest and chin up, and exhale, round your back, chin to chest. Inhale your chest and chin up. Exhale, round your back, chin to chest. One more. Inhale your chest and chin up. And exhale, round your back, chin to chest. When you're ready, back to center. Let's open up the side body now. And I'm going to give you two variations on this posture. The first is you're going to have your left hand on your hip to start. You're going to take your right hand and hold on to the chair. And then you're going to gently bend over to the right. The second option is to raise your left hand up to the sky, hold onto the chair with your right, and then bend over from here and down. And I'm going to go ahead and lead us through the option with your arm all the way up. But if you have your hand on your hip, that's great. Just follow along. So go ahead and take your left hand up to the sky, right hand to the chair, and bend over gently to the right. And come down. We're going to do this a few times with our breath now. So inhale that arm up and over. Exhale, down. Inhale up and over. And exhale, down. Inhale up and over and exhale down. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So pick which posture you'd like to do and let's start. So I'm going to take my right arm up to the sky. I'm going to hold the chair with my left hand and I'm going to bend over to my left and come down. And now with our breath, inhale up and over and exhale down. Inhale up and over and exhale down. One more together. Inhale up and over and exhale down. Great, now come back to center. Let's get into the hips, glutes, and hamstrings now. The posture we'll do is called pigeon, and just like the posture we just did, I'm going to give you two options and I will go ahead and demonstrate them first. So I'm going to take my left foot and gently place it onto my right. I've got my knee splayed out gently, not too far. It's also supported by the chair. With a long, tall spine, I'm going to slowly hinge forward from the hips. Just stretching gently and then coming back up. Now, the second option is to take your left ankle onto your right knee. So I'm going to have one hand on my knee, one hand on my ankle, long, tall spine, and I'm going to hinge from the hips forward. Ever so slightly to begin, you really want to listen to your body with pigeon. It is a posture where the body will speak to you. And the hips and glutes and hamstrings, they tend to be tight on a lot of people, and that's okay. Just lean into the sensation. This isn't about how far can I lean over. This is more about connecting with the sensation. That's the most important part with this, the listening. And I'll lead you through it. Okay, so pick the option that works best for you. I'm going to do pigeon with my ankle on my knee. Long, tall spine. Begin to hinge forward from the hips. Go ahead and breathe with me here. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And take 2 more breaths on your own. And if you'd like to now, you can bend all the way over with your forehead towards your shin. Taking a breath here. And then coming back to center. So let's do the same thing on the other side. Pick the option that works best for you that you did on the other side. Once you're ready, lengthen and straighten that spine, sitting tall. Head, heart, and hips are aligned. Bending forward from the hips. Now, some of you might be noticing that one side is maybe more flexible or stiff than the other. That's definitely the case for me. Let's take a couple breaths here together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take a breath on your own. And then if you'd like to, you can lean forward with your forehead towards your shin. When you're ready, come back to center. The last posture for today's class is knee to chest. So what we'll do is we'll take our left leg with your bent knee, bring it into your chest, and give it a nice big squeeze. Just sway side to side or do any movement that feels really good to you. Maybe some circles here. Remembering to breathe. And when you're ready, you can switch legs. And when that feels complete, let's meet back in center. To bring today's class to a close, we'll sit in Shavasana. And if we were in a yoga class on a mat, this is where we would lay down and completely release all of our weight onto the mat, onto the floor. So in chair yoga, what you do is you sit all the way back in your chair, resting your back, hands on your thighs. Just release any tension that's in the body. This is a couple of minutes to receive your practice, to rest and to integrate. Take everything you've heard today as you listened and begin to just relax. So if you're comfortable closing your eyes, you can close your eyes or you can have a soft gaze, however you prefer to be right now. I'm going to close my eyes. And like at the beginning of class, let's take a few breaths together. So let's inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And just keep breathing slowly. See if you can release your weight even more into the chair. And soften any muscles that might be tense. And just notice if you feel a little different than you did at the beginning of class. And there's no right or wrong. You might or you might not, but just checking in with your body. And thanking yourself for showing up today. When you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, flutter your eyes open, and come back to the room. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've had a great class and enjoyed connecting to your mind and your body and your breath. And if you'd like to know more about my classes, you can check out my website at caseycarolco.com/yoga. I hope to see you soon.